So, okay, so we just hit the record button, or Mary Kay did, and I want to thank Mary Kay for volunteering to be our video archivist and publisher.
You bet.
If you want to look at a video after the meeting, how do you do that?
We post them on the genealogy Facebook page.
TV Omaha?
Yeah, the Carlentini Omaha genealogy page. So maybe we could put the URL for that page into the chat so people could save that with their as a reference point.
I can put that at the bottom of the contact list too. Everybody gets that.
Oh, that'd be great. So yeah, videos will be posted at, yeah. So I want to welcome everybody. March 1st, 2022. So we see some returning faces we haven't seen in a while. We haven't seen Susan in quite a while. Welcome back, Susan.
Back from Florida.
And I see Diane McCaw is with us today. Yeah, we cannot hear you, Diane. If you were, I heard you, saw your lips moving, but I could not hear what you were saying. Let me just ask you to unmute. Okay. So I made Mary Kay a co-host. So you know, when one of us gets really annoying, she can mute us.
Watch it.
So Bob, were you at the language class yesterday?
No, I thought I would make it, but my errands ran longer than I thought. I didn't make it.
How
But I
about
saw
you,
her
Mary Ann? Were you there?
No, I was taking care of some problems for my cousin, and I
that's
didn't
too
get to
bad.
make it.
Was anybody there?
I thought she sent something out saying nobody showed up
You know,
or nobody could make
that's
it or
what
something.
I thought she said that no one showed up.
Oh, okay.
I watched the video afterwards.
So she sent out the video link to everybody?
Yes, for the first two lessons.
For the first two lessons, yeah.
Yeah.
And this would have been the third lesson.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't seen the video link for that yet.
No.
Yeah,
But
Nick, I didn't get a link for the one yesterday.
And I
okay.
don't think there was one because no one showed up.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't there either, unfortunately, but I don't really have to be there except if somebody wants to record the meeting, then I have to grant them the permission to record.
Was it recorded?
Well, what she's been doing is she's been using a platform called Canva. It's like Canvas without the S on the end. And she's been recording those. And then last week, she repeated, you know, what she had already recorded, but she didn't share her screen. So I wasn't sure. Did she share her screen the first time? Did you guys see slides?
Yeah.
I don't think she did. I don't remember for sure, but I don't think it was shared.
Well, with the video, she's got some beautiful slides. So, you know, so you can actually kind of follow along and understand what she's talking about.
She had visuals.
Mm-hmm.
First one at least.
Yeah, on the first one she did.
Okay. Well, my apologies to Federica, and it's too bad nobody else was able to make it.
I sent her an email explaining why I couldn't make it, so hopefully that helped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have her email pulled up. She says that, thank you for following me so far. Since nobody is available for the lesson, let's reschedule for next week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I need to have her add me to the email distribution. Okay, so one of the things that was happening this past weekend was a meeting of the Omaha Mural Project. Has everyone heard about that?
Mhm.
The Italian Mural Project is intended to
Oh,
be
yeah.
a series of projects in the Little Italy neighborhood with grant and donation funds to assist in costs. A large group of artists, residents, and descendants of Italian immigrants will meet regularly to discuss the history and design for murals to be seen on large landmark structures throughout the neighborhood. The murals will bring revitalization through art to the community where a sense of pride and heritage and history can be seen visually. So I was invited to that meeting, but I was unable to attend.
I haven't heard anything about that. Is there any information you could forward to us?
So I was there. Good morning. Hi everybody. Ciao a tutti.
Hi,
Ciao
Eleonora.
Silvana.
Ciao.
So
Ciao, Eleonora.
basically we have talked about a mural exchange since the really beginning. It has been almost 2 years. And Sherry contacted this artist. His name is Richard, and his daughter. They already made several murals in Omaha. And on the other hand, we have Salvo, who is Silvana's nephew, who has done the in Carlentini the mosaics. So at the beginning, our idea was to, I mean, he's the only one in Carlentini. So we started thinking about a project to have the same mural or mosaic, maybe a mural here. If the artist coming, they are able to make murals and a mosaic in Omaha when we will be able to send the Salvo over there. And it has been 2 years now that we have talked about that, but obviously artists, they should stay 2 or 3 weeks before they will finish their works. So we were waiting for money. That's why the association needs to start to have a small amount in a corner, even for those projects. But those projects are bigger than what our association can do so far. So this organization, a couple of days ago, per chance, I was looking for in Omaha things to do for to talk with Sherry for next July, and per chance I felt into this page that is a South Omaha Mural Project, and I saw next mural will be for the Italian and Sicilian community. More infos here. And then I called Sherry and then I said, hey, are you aware about this? And she said, no. And I said, look, South Omaha Mural Project is a big thing, so you better contact them. So they have organized that meeting, just 15 people in a couple of days, because I sent this picture to her February 22nd. So I said, just ask around. And there was even Jeremy Caniglia and Charles Vendetti and other people connected with Carlentini. So we are trying to apply for public money established by the city of Omaha. It seems that there is a public concourse to ameliorate the city under the artistical point of view. So at this point, we have to work on this project and work on the papers, because the city can give to the artist as high as $250,000 per year. So it means that we can really help them in ameliorating both cities, Carlentini and Omaha. The first mural, this was an idea that I had, I don't know if it will go through, was I would like to come to Omaha and bring with me a stone from Carlentini to be added in the mural. So you will have a physical trace of the land from Sicily, and the same thing will be done in Carlentini. So it's a work in progress. We will keep you updated.
Yeah. That's
So
I think they met
if you have-
in person
you have
in the
ideas-
gym.
If you have ideas
Eleonora,
for the mural,
Sì.
ascoltami, proprio stasera ho parlato con mio nipote perché è venuto a trovarmi a casa, quindi non si può fare
ok.
questo scambio, che lui ne ha parlato, è interessato il ragazzo.
Perché
Non lo
non
so,
si può fare?
Non si può fare allora, Eleonora? Non lo so,
Sì,
non ho capito bene
ok.
cosa hai detto.
I'm sorry, scusami Silvana, I'm translating shortly for Silvana.
Sì,
Dicevo che c'è stato questo meeting
sì,
su questo
brevemente.
progetto del murales ieri, e quindi ci sono questi documenti a Omaha da sbrigare, perché la città sta stanziando $250.000 all'anno per artisti. Quindi se non riusciamo a pagare gli
Ho
artisti
capito.
dall'associazione, stiamo sbrigando le carte per vincere questo bando di concorso e quindi di conseguenza poter pagare bene gli artisti e il loro pernottamento. Quindi sì, certo che si farà. Io Salvo non l'ho più
Ok.
sentito né l'ho tenuto al corrente perché è successo ieri questo meeting, quindi l'ho saputo soltanto ieri.
Sì,
Però
sì, ma infatti
è-
anch'io gli ho mandato il link, però lui dice, ma come dobbiamo fare, zia, se dobbiamo
No,
portare avanti queste storie?
anche perché dal comune, da Carlentini non ci sono soldi, già li ho chiesti e non sono mai stati
Immaginavo,
stanziati. So I already asked to
lo
the city of
immaginavo.
Carlentini about money, but they told me, okay,
Certo.
try next
Niente,
year.
Eleonora, se
Try
vogliamo dire a Nick il discorso di oggi, quello
Sì,
dell'ufficio anagrafe,
today Silvana went to the ufficio anagrafe in Lentini for Chris Mangano, giusto? And she left all
Sì.
the papers to the lady who works over there. And the lady said that if she will find relatives who are still alive, she will let us know. She will give us a call, and Silvana can go to take the papers with the names of the people. Quindi fammi capire, non parlo della cifra, del fatto che comunque ci sono delle cosine da pagare, questa parte non c'ha conto, è inutile che andiamo così nello specifico, però la signora ti ha detto che se lei trova qualcuno che è ancora in
se
vita,
trova le notizie,
ti chiama,
bene, me le dà.
ok,
E mi
e
fa il
poi-
certificato. Mi chiamerà lo
So,
stesso,
if
però se vogliamo il
she will
certificato
call-
bisogna
come
mettere
si
la
chiama
marca
sta
da bollo.
signora che lavora lì?
Signora Rizzo. Signora
So
Rizzo, mi ha detto che si chiama.
this lady, her name is Rizzo, Rizzo. She will call Silvana anyway, even if she won't find anybody. She said, I will call you anyway, but we keep our fingers crossed. So Chris, I hope that you will be able to meet people here, because I would like to work on it in advance to facilitate your meeting. So maybe you can meet each other before, as I'm doing with Mary Lou and the team and Angie, because they are related with Rosaria Bonfiglio. So I'm already talking with Rosaria, telling her, look, they're coming. You have the 27th, the 28th. You can go at home, you can go to the countryside, you can go to the restaurant, wherever you have a lunch free on your own. So I'm working on that side as well. And then they make me smile, because the first thing that they ask to me, if I have to be honest with you, here it's family, qua è famiglia, no? La prima cosa che mi chiedono quando anche Rosaria Bonfiglio dice, ma che cosa gli dobbiamo regalare a questi americani che vengono, dice che noi non sappiamo. So they ask, what do we have to give them as gift? And then I said, Rosaria, just ask me if you will prepare. I gave them those suggestions Food, that's already a big gift. The time spending together, that's another big gift. But if you want really to give them something, I will suggest you make a small album with all the beautiful pictures of your family, of you, your ancestors,
Oh, that would be
just
awesome.
print them. And she was like, that's a nice idea. I was like, phew. So
Yeah, they had a big party all planned for us last year.
see, she told me I would like to book in the restaurant, and I said, but the restaurant is a place without a soul. It's not your home. So she said, yeah, but there are all the relatives from my husband's side. They want to come, and we will be more than 40 people. And then I said, don't invite them. Just go home, bring them home, don't say anything. Adesso il maggistrante Rosaria diceva, io avevo prenotato al ristorante l'anno scorso per 40 persone, perché siamo in tanti, che ci sono anche i parenti di mio marito, che tra l'altro il marito di Rosaria Bonfiglio ha anche parenti in America, ma di altre...
Vabbè, ma chi non ha parenti in America?
Esatto,
Tutti ce li abbiamo.
quindi soltanto gli faccio, il bello sarebbe se tu li porti a casa, gli fai vedere dove vivi, le foto di famiglia, i ricordi, cioè dentro casa è tutta un'altra storia. Mi fa,
certo.
ma dove li metto 40 persone? Ci
Come
stiamo
abbiamo
invitare,
fatto-
niente ci fa. Non
Sì,
invitare
con
è
Canva così
facile una
abbiamo
cosa.
fatto quest'anno.
Sì,
Qua
vero?
eravamo più di 40, però certo da me c'è spazio, giusto, non posso
Yeah,
dire.
when
Quindi ci siamo fatti
Silvana...
le foto, ci siamo scambiate le foto
Sì,
dei
con Pam
parenti,
Olsen,
c'è
vero?
stata una sorpresa bestiale, perché
Sì,
cioè
when
questo fratello
last...
di mia nonna somigliava preciso a un figlio, al figlio dell'altro mio zio che era qua, proprio sembravano due gocce d'acqua, impressionanti.
So when the
Tutti
relatives
morti
of
comunque.
Silvana came, she hosted them in her house, but she said, I have space outside. It was nice to see the resemblance between my uncle and the son of my cousin here. They look like the same. So you see, DNA doesn't lie. It's incredible. So we'll see. So Chris, obviously even for your sister, I mean, this work
Yeah.
for you both. Sì.
Well, and Mary Lou and them too.
Sì, of course.
Yeah. So we're hoping.
Okay.
So, Reno Demaro accepted my friend request on Facebook, and I sent him a message thanking him for the information that he provided me.
Who's Reno tomorrow?
Reno Demaro.
Ah, Rino Di Mauro, sì.
Dean wants to know who is Reno Demaro?
One of my family members from Sicily married a tomorrow.
Yeah.
Silvana, c'è una sorpresa da parte di Rino stasera.
Sì, c'è lui? Non mi dire, dov'è? Si collega?
Mi auguro, l'avevo promesso. He promised that he was going to join us. Maybe he forgot.
Ma io la
maybe
volta
next.
scorsa, mentre eravamo collegati, gli ho scritto collegati che siamo tutti qua, ma lui non mi ha risposto.
Scrivici di nuovo, scrivici a tonna.
No,
A,
sai,
a
magari l'ho
tonna,
vissuto.
a tonna in dialect means again, a tonna, while in Italian is di nuovo, completely two different words. Di nuovo, a tonna. That's a Sicilian, a tonna. I said, write to him a tonna again.
Eleonora, can you tell us Reno Demaro's occupation, why he's important?
So he's very important because, first of all, do you remember Lucy Latina? She mentioned him. Is the responsible of the Ufficio Stato Civile, where usually we go to ask for our identity cards, and it's that ufficio. I think once I sent to you, Nick, some pictures about some registers. Is there where we go to ask for acts, the Stato di Famiglia? So it's an office where we have all the residences of Carlentini who are still in town, in which road they live. So the folders are organized according to the organization of the city. So according to the names of the streets and the numbers. So we know exactly who lives in that house, who moved from that house, where they.
We lost you, Eleanor.
Eleonora, non si sente più la tua voce.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
So
Ci
when we go, see, sorry, my connection sometimes, la mia connessione è lenta. So when we go to, once I made a walk in Carlentini showing where there is the square, passing in front of the shop of Silvana's husband, we accede to the parallel. Yeah, it's very easy. And there is the ufficio anagrafe. So outside there is written ufficio anagrafe Stato Civile. So they are in the same building. And then there is, after the entrance, the first door on the right is the ufficio Stato Civile. The last door on the left inside is the ufficio anagrafe where Lucy Latina works. And
Ma c'è anche un altro
made...
ufficio dove
Quale
fanno le
c'è
carte
poi?
d'identità, che c'è
È
un'altra mia
sempre
amica
lì.
che Mariella, no, Mariella Circo le fa le
Mariella,
carte d'identità. Le carte
ok, è
d'identità le fa
sempre
Mariella
là
Circo.
dentro
Sì, tutti là
l'ufficio,
sono.
sì.
Poi c'è Lucia Di Mauro che si occupa del contatto con le scuole. Insomma.
Sì. Okay, so it's a nice it will be the first actually the first place where if some of you will come to Carlentini, there where I would like to bring you after so many weeks of meetings about the genealogical researches. That will be our
Allora,
first
Eleonora,
stop.
devi
Sì.
sapere che in quello che adesso è l'ufficio dello Stato Civile, l'ufficio anagrafe, prima era la scuola elementare femminile di Carlentini, lo sapevi?
Ah, no, non lo
Quella
sapevo.
è la
So,
scuola dove sono stata io per 5 anni all'elementare, ma non solo io,
ok.
c'è stata anche mia nonna, figurati quanto è antica quella scuola. Quindi,
Ah,
poi
ok.
siccome hanno
E
capito che era un po'...
da quando poi è diventata
Ma
ufficio comunale?
guarda, fino a che mia figlia è stata alla scuola elementare, fino in terza elementare, così mia figlia andava in quella scuola che ha 28
Quindi
anni.
Erika,
Quindi,
Erika ha
sì,
28 anni, quindi 25
considera
anni
da...
fa, l'anno
Ma...
scorso.
No, 20 anni fa.
20 anni.
20 anni fa,
Ok,
diciamo,
ok,
perché fino in
fammi
terza
tradurre.
elementare mia figlia ha
Mhm.
frequentato lì, ci andava a
This
piedi
is
da
an
casa.
interesting curiosity that Silvana she's sharing with us. Obviously, she has historical memory. That building where
Sì,
today there is the ufficio
Carlentini.
anagrafe, before was the elementary school for girls, just for girls in
Solo
Carlentini.
femmine, che
Just
prima era
girls.
così, femminile o maschile.
Girls and men and boys, they were divided before. So that was her elementary school, but even the elementary school of her grandmother. And her daughter, she went to that elementary school as well till the 3rd class, because 20 years ago, they made a new school. So at that point, 20 years ago, they have transformed that building into the Ufficio Anagrafe and Ufficio Stato Civile and Ufficio Identity Cards and so on. Okay, so we have a gift for
Considera che quella
everybody
scuola è
because
del
Rino,
1890,
that
molto
school
antica,
was
un edificio
was
antico.
made in the 1890. Credo che prima era il primo, il secondo e il terzo avviamento, quello che veniva chiamato avviamento, no? Penso.
No, no, l'avviamento era un'altra scuola, l'avviamento anticamente sostituiva la scuola media. Quindi
Media,
all'avviamento
ok.
si andava dopo la quinta elementare.
Ah, ok.
Non c'era la scuola media,
my
c'era
grandmother
l'avviamento.
talked about avviamento, but now Silvana, she's telling me that the avviamento in the past corresponded to the middle school, not to the elementary school.
Sì,
So
la prima
Rino,
media.
I invited him several times and keeping insisting. At one point he said, okay, tomorrow I will send you a gift for everybody. I will make a video of the Ufficio Stato Civile, and I send it to Nick. So I think it was a way to say,
Yeah,
okay, leave me alone.
I was gonna try to
Leave
show
me-
it. I was gonna try to show it, Eleonora, and when I opened WhatsApp, it crashed.
Lo
my
diceva a Rino
thing.
che manda un video.
Ah,
So,
allora, do you
if
want
you
me
could
to
send
send
it,
it
can
to
you send it to me
you?
on Facebook?
See, I try.
Okay.
Okay, let's
So-
change topic so I take my time.
Okay, so just wanted to say 47 days until Nick and Robin Cimino depart for Sicily.
Uh-huh.
Lucky you.
Yes. So one of the things that we did in preparation for
Daily updates on Facebook.
going to Sicily is we purchased a book, which is called Another Time, Another Place by Pippo Sortino.
Yeah.
And my wife has finished reading it, and I have just begun to.
Already.
And so I can highly recommend it to you, even just with the few chapters I've read. I would say if you can get a copy of this book, you should do it, because you know, part of genealogy, you know, genealogy sometimes
I would like
gets-
to I would like to talk with Robin and to know more about it, because I have it at home, but it's a little bit complicated for me to read in English. I have to get really concentrated. And for 2 years, I've tried to help people to transform his book into a movie. I would like to ask Robin if this was the reason why I met Pippo. He said, I wrote this book, and before I die, I would like to transform it in a movie. I would like to ask to Robin her feelings about that, and if, according to her thoughts, if this book can be transformed into a movie, if it will work, if she will be available whenever, even next time.
I just called her in to get her opinion on this. So
Silvana, tu lo conosci questo libro di Pippo Sortino?
No.
Qualche
È
volta
in
ti ci
inglese?
porta, anche perché siete vicini
portami.
di casa.
Ah, sì, ma dov'è?
E lui abita in via, nella contrada, contrada Chisiena, è la curva prima delle Serre.
Crisiula.
Crisiula,
Crisiula,
grazie.
no?
Crisiula,
No,
sì.
you're okay.
Non mi veniva il nome. E lui abita lì con la
Siciliano
moglie
si dice
Calentini.
in italiano.
This is my
Crisiula.
travel buddy, and
Sì, va,
he
portami, mi piace, mi interessa.
is reading the book, and Eleonora wants to know your impressions as to whether the book could be converted to a movie.
Oh, I think it
Because
could.
that's his dream.
Oh, I think
Will it work?
could. I loved it.
So
Okay.
one of the things that impressed upon me, just in terms of what little I've read, is his emphasis on the differing social classes and how he was more of a commoner and she was, you know, this upper middle class person whose family had a house on the sea, and that he was not considered an acceptable match for her. Mariella is the character that he falls in love with. He is 20 years old and she is 16, I believe.
Okay.
At the time that this is happening, and that kind of surprised me too, that he was still in school. at age 20, and also that he's then going off to the military, and he takes the train from, it's funny because, you know, the name of the town that he is from is what we would call an anagram. It jumbles
It's
the
just
letters of Carlentini.
just the first letters.
Yeah.
So like CRL, something like that.
Yeah, and his last name is also a jumble of Sortino.
Okay,
The
okay.
character is a jumble of Sortino.
What
So
See.
time period is it set in? What time period is it set in?
it's set
What
in
time?
the late 50s when he
It starts out, that's, well, that he's remembering back to the
late
to the
50s.
50s,
Yeah,
when it's his childhood,
right.
or when he's a young man. But in actuality, it's,
We're
he's
frozen.
older.
I don't know if they can hear us because
It took it took 17 years for him to complete that book.
How close is it to
Can you
his
hear me?
real life?
Can you hear us?
Yes.
See, I
How
said that
close
it
is
took
it to his real life, do you think?
to his real wife, his real life.
Life.
Well, I've started it, and I think it's very autobiographic because he left that he was 19. He left Carlentini. Now, in 79 or 80, around 80. So when he left, he was very young, and then he spent a lot of years in London, and then he moved 13 years from his 50 to his 65, more or less, in Kenya, and then he moved back to Carlentini. So I don't know if there is the Kenya as well in the book. Is there Kenya,
Yes, yes.
Robin?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the internet is terrible today.
Having problems with the internet. But yes,
Oh, okay. Is there Kenya
yes.
in the book? Because I've read the first pages, the first 50 pages maybe. Silvana, poi ci porto, te lo faccio conoscere, Pippo Sortino e Kalpana. They are a lovely couple. I spend with Michael Cavalieri and Maria Cavalieri a lunch over there as well. They are super cute. Nika and Robin, when you will be here in Carlentini, we will go there together.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, that would be wonderful.
See, Kalpana, we share the love for cooking. So she gave me all her recipes that she has collected in her entire life, because she's Indian, born in Kenya, from an Indian family, and then they moved to London. So she has that beautiful British accent, and she loves to cook everything: Sicilian, Pakistan, Indian, Kenyan, and
Oh my goodness.
her manuality is amazing. So very often I go, when I'm in Carlentini, they are my visit. I go there, we cook together, we relax, we take a coffee, and the location of their countryside is beautiful because you can see the Etna in front. Yes, people in Kalpana, they are super, super sweet.
Oh, fantastic.
So I hope to help him to transform this book one day in a movie. I
Oh,
don't know
that would
how.
be wonderful.
I don't know how. We need money, money. Soldi.
Yeah.
Potresti
Sì,
chiederlo a Michael Cavalieri.
già gliel'abbiamo chiesto, ma lui non ha espresso molto interesse. Gli abbiamo anche regalato il
Certo,
libro,
ci
però...
vuole,
Sì.
ci vuole
Vedremo,
qualcuno
So-
che lo
magari
sovvenzioni.
qualche
So for
grande
the
Netflix.
Americani, the book is in English. So is there also an Italian version?
No, because Pippo, she prefers to speak and write in English.
Hmm.
Mm.
Sì.
Però lui lo potrebbe tradurre, visto che è italiano. Fare una
Lo
copia in
so,
italiano, una
Silvana,
copia in inglese.
Silvana, obviously, but he could translate it, seeing that he's Italian. Ora glielo dico, Silvana.
Diglielo. Quando ci andiamo
Va
insieme
bene.
glielo dico io.
Ok.
Ok.
Yeah, it should be in Italian too, but
Yeah,
oh well.
I sent you the video, Nick.
Okay, so let me see if I can share my screen.
Sì.
So I don't know what's going on, but I can see Silvana, I can see Eleonora, I can see Susan now. But everybody else seems frozen.
Yeah, that's how
It's
mine
my
was
bad
before.
connection coming over there.
Okay, so Facebook. Okay, so here's the video. Can you see the video, Eleonora?
See, I can. It goes a little bit
Yeah, I can-
faster. Okay, but we cannot hear the what he says. Seeing that I have listened to it's in Italian, so I can translate it. So those shelves on the right-hand side are about people who non si può concludere niente con questa connessione.
Ma questo è l'ufficio dello Stato civile, Eleonora?
Sì, quello lì è
Di
la
Carlentini?
postazione di Rino. Sì.
Ah,
This
ecco.
is where Reno tomorrow works.
Sì.
I said that he's very proud, they are very proud of this recognition that the Italian Republic gave to them from the Istituto Centrale di Statistica, because they have organized very, very well all the documents. And,
allora, Eleonora, puoi dire una
sì.
cosa? Cioè, oggi io sono stata a Lentini, ma l'organizzazione che c'è a Carlentini, a Lentini non ce l'hanno
Non c'è,
assolutamente.
I know. This is the
No,
important section of all the people collected according to the street where they live. So those, as you can see, they are pretty new, those folders.
Like the city directory.
Those are people still in Carlentini. And at the very bottom, on the right-hand side, and now Rino keeps going, that's the section of those who left. This is the section of those who left on the right-hand side of this. Now the camera will move. This is still people living. So as you can see, the one on the right-hand side are older. This is the section that is the most important one for us. All of those people who left from Carlentini. Those registers are priceless because we have names of the streets, how many people used to live in that house, where did they go, when did they leave. So that's our section.
Would it have
And then
where they're buried as well?
When he said they left, I think they moved because they were alive, living somewhere else.
Okay.
When they passed away, I think that's another office. And this is the Reno, let's say, desk. He uses the computer on the right inside this new one for the official, while this is the machine to print the identity cards. And then he showed us some pictures. Yeah, thank you, Anthony. And pictures of Carlentini. Some years ago, they made a nice calendar with nice pictures of Carlentini, but I think we can do better than this now with the technology, with the drone, maybe. It has been a lot of years that we don't add the new beautiful pictures of the city. Even the page in Wikipedia, sometimes I add the things. For example, 2 days ago, I changed the name of the mayor because there was still the mayor of the 2008. So we needed to upload something. So this is the ufficio Stato Civile. Silvana, tu lo conosci bene. Ci sono
Insomma, io ho sempre
Mariella.
telefonato e mi hanno risposto.
Ah, that's
Mariella,
the
sì,
first,
la conosco,
the
Mariella.
first door on the right. So when we arrive, we can have this desk, and then we talk with them. They take all the folders, they show them to us. While in Lentini,
In
as
genere io parlo
Silvana,
al telefono con loro.
sì, usually she calls them. While in Lentini, as Silvana was saying, they are not that well organized like in Carlentini. It's a mess in Lentini.
Assolutamente no.
Absolutely not.
Io comunico con loro, più che altro parlo con
Non
Lucia
mi-
Di Mauro perché si occupa dei buoni libri degli alunni, quindi ho contatti anche tra la scuola e il comune, capito? Per
okay,
questo motivo.
so Silvana,
I
she calls
certificati
us
di
very
nascita dei bambini.
often.
This is a different office.
Mangano, Anastasia, Abate. I don't remember. I should listen to this part in Italian 1 second because I don't remember that part. What was
So
referring to?
I can turn the sound on, but I don't know if you can hear it.
I deactivated my microphone.
Questo riconoscimento da parte dell'Istat, di cui faccio parte anch'io. Anzi, sono
Eleonora, gli uffici a
parte
Carlentini
adesso.
funzionano tutti bene.
Poi adesso vi faccio
Non so
vedere.
se glielo puoi dire.
Questi qua che vedi adesso sono gli schedari dei presenti, chi è residente da noi. Questi qua sono
Questa è la
quelli
voce di
singoli
Rino.
per ogni persona in ordine.
Can you hear it when I turn the sound on?
Yes, yes. Can you put it from the beginning so we can hear exactly what's the really first section? Because I don't remember now that we can hear the voice. It's perfect. Bellissimo.
Ma la voce è quella di Rino?
Ora, come ti ho promesso, adesso vi faccio
Sì.
vedere l'ufficio dove lavoro io, quello che adesso
Sente
ti
pianissimo.
descrivo tutto quanto l'ufficio, come funziona. Allora, questi intanto che vedi sono gli schedari che sono vecchissimi, dove ci sono non so quante persone eliminate,
Sì,
famiglie,
infatti.
eccetera, eccetera, e vengono elencate per numero di eliminazione.
Ah, those are the people who have been eliminated.
Say again.
So those are the people who have been deleted, eliminated. So that old, so those parts will be interesting for us as well. And that they are organized according to a number, because it seems that each paper has a number, and they are organized according to those numbers. So it's not alphabetical order. He talks about people who have been eliminated.
Why were they eliminated?
And I don't know, that's a good question. I would like to have Rino. Now I ask to Silvana. Silvana, questa sezione è riguardante le persone che sono state eliminate. Ma in che senso eliminate? Che se ne sono andate?
Non te lo so dire, Eleonora,
We
non
don't
ho
know.
idea.
We don't know. We have to ask to Rino.
Eliminate, cosa può significare?
Mhm.
Forse che se ne sono andate,
Maybe, yeah.
non lo so,
They are a lot.
non ho idea.
Though. We have no idea. So that's another another
Glielo
So
chiederemo,
for
lo chiederemo a
007.
Rino.
do you think Reno would give me a tour when I come?
Of course. Now we contact him. We will
Ma
work
certo,
on
ma ci
it
può
in
andare
advance.
tranquillamente.
The office is different than Folletti.
Ci può andare all'ufficio tranquillamente, lo fanno entrare. Anche
Pippo
se c'è il
Filetti,
Covid.
Pippo
ci deve
Filetti,
essere
we
per
can involve him too. Yes, why not?
Yes,
you
I
should.
definitely want to meet people.
Sì.
Pippo Filetti è in servizio o ormai è in pensione?
No, he's retired. If I will work in the
Appunto.
morning and the office will be open just in the morning, I will ask to Erika Giorgio, Silvana's daughter, to
Sì.
come with you to translate. Se di mattina, se per caso di
Perché no?
pomeriggio gli uffici sono chiusi e io non ci sono, in caso ci
No,
va
di
Erika
pomeriggio sono
a
aperti.
tradurre.
Il mercoledì
In the
pomeriggio sono
afternoon they
aperti di
are open
pomeriggio.
on Wednesdays. Okay, we can organize on Wednesdays as well. Va bene.
Okay,
We'll see.
So
Comunque,
I
glielo
am
posso
going
dire a
to
Erika,
be-
penso che vi accompagnerà, non ha problemi.
I'm going to arrive on the 29th, which is
Ma loro quando vengono,
Friday.
Eleonora?
Il 29
And,
viene Nick.
Il
We
29 marzo?
actually leave on Wednesday.
No, okay, we will organize 29th of April, right?
29th
di
of
aprile.
April, yeah.
Mhm.
See, and then you say the 30, the 1st May, the 2nd, and
29th
the
of April,
3rd you will
Friday.
leave.
The 29th is a Friday.
Yeah, the 29th is a Friday, so we'll be there for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and which is through the 1st of May. And then our flight back home is on the 5th of May, but we're going to fly to Rome on Wednesday night, the 4th,
Okay,
or
so it
Wednesday
will work.
afternoon, I guess.
I think it will work the Monday, Monday the 2nd to go to the to go to the ufficio anagrafe Monday morning the 2nd. So now we talk with Erika because in the morning I'm not available, and Pippo Filetti and Rino and Lucy. So they will be aware and that they will wait for you.
Okay, that sounds
May
good.
2nd, while I can talk with Pippo Sortino to go to their house for lunch for, I don't know which day, maybe Saturday or Sunday.
Okay, well, you and I should meet.
We will talk
in-
separately about that.
Yeah, because people probably don't want to hear all the details here, but one thing that I did want to mention, since Jim Beckman is with us now, is that Jim sent me an email. He is reviewing, correcting, merging, and generally cleaning up his My Tree Surface. So a lot of you got that email, but not everyone. So I wanted to announce that Jim has been working on the Antenati portal to start downloading
because
all
it
that
seems,
information into his
it
tree.
seems that a section from Carlentini has been open, right, Jim? And before it was closed. So he's correcting, reviewing. You were in the 1882. You started 1880.
Yeah, starting with the birth records in 1820, Nashita 1820, going forward, and then completing 1822 and making outstanding progress.
1822, yeah.
So he also said that if anyone needs help navigating the website or deciphering the record, that he would be glad to assist. So send Jim an email with any questions or documents that you need him to look at. And he said out of the 400 plus records, there are less than a handful that he couldn't crack. So Jim, you want to tell us what that means? You couldn't crack a few, huh?
Well, you know, it's pretty amazing. The records are really clear. The few that I had problems with are ones where the ink has faded away so much that you can't discern what it really is. You know,
1872 and 1874 birth records.
Praticamente c'è questo portale Antenati che ha aperto tutta la sezione di Carlentini, di atti di nascita, morte e matrimonio. Quindi Jim sta riaggiornando intanto il suo albero di famiglia iniziando dal 1820 e è già arrivato al 1822, ma sta controllando nomi e date, dice che sono molto chiari tra l'altro i documenti. But I'm wondering, are there perchance the big black hole between 1893 and 1897? Are there two?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Act of birth and death and wedding?
No. It's just the death records are missing in the
just
same
the
spot.
death record, but that's already that's helpful. Quindi soltanto gli atti di morte, ma sono già aiutano
So-
tanto. Certo, c'è
Certo.
tutto.
So it's amazing.
Devo
like,
provare pure io
It's
a
ama-
cercare queste cose,
Sì,
vediamo. Perché
what a
Nick l'ha
news.
spiegato su per giù come si fa.
Sì, sì, sì.
Ci devo
Vedi
provare
che
perché io
piano piano.
voglio scoprire qualcosa di mio nonno Iannello, perché non ne so molto di lui.
I
Perché la
wonder.
mamma è morta
No, we-
piccolissima, molto giovane, suo papà
Ok.
pure, lui è rimasto solo, con gli
I
zii
wonder
tutto.
if
Lui-
maybe they open those records because they have maybe noticed an increasement. Can we say like that in English? Increasement of Carlentini
No,
researches.
just increase.
Because it increased the word Carlentini. For example, even from France, from here, I wanted to make a proof. Let's say I wanted to Google to see if I write down Carlentini in a place that, I mean, has nothing in common with Carlentini. Here I have everything in French. As soon as I write Carlentini, immediately you have Carlentini and Carlentini Omaha together. So it seems that Google is memorizing that we are looking for Carlentini and Omaha more than before. So maybe they have opened them for us because they saw that we are looking for a lot. Who knows?
That would be my guess is, you know, with all of the inquiries that we've done everywhere over there in Italy, and even here at Family Search, you know, all of the inquiries they have, that and then all of the, I don't know if they've looked at my stuff or not, but there
it's good
is
for
tons
us.
of there are tons of things that
This is
I
a
have
good
out
gift.
Well,
But,
it's
it's a
wonderful. We
gift.
are really blessed to have this now. I wanted to show you how the
Siamo
left-hand
fortunati ad
column
avere
kind of
questa
shows
cosa.
you where you're at. We're in the Archivio di Stato di Syracuse. And
Sì.
also these little blue buttons over here show you that we're in Carlentini in the year 1893. But then it also shows up over here,
Okay.
Carlentini. But then it shows there's only two types of records available, nati and matrimoni, for the
Nati e
year
matrimoni.
1890. No more.
Ok,
Can you just go
niente morti.
one
Ciao
cell?
Sherry.
Ah, quindi ci
Ma
sono
adesso
solo i
vedi,
nati e i
big.
matrimoni.
Del 1893 sì. Io mi chiedo se da una parte hanno notato che abbiamo iniziato a cercare tanto, quindi appena tu scrivi Carlentini hanno notato un incremento delle ricerche, forse hanno aperto più registri, non lo so, però questo è un regalo inaspettato, l'hanno sbloccati e siamo contenti. What
So-
about
Another way to look at it is you can look at it, of course, by the province, and then
Okay.
there's what they call the fonds, which are
Hey,
the time periods.
Però non ho capito, ma sono scritti in inglese, non in
available.
italiano?
my connection?
can you just go into
And
one specific?
and then the typology is nati, matrimoni, processeri, morti, matrimoni allegati. You can expand this, and there's actually several more that are available there. But okay, when you look at just morti,
Bello. Ancestor Portal.
okay, so see, it's Carlentini morti. And
Go into an
then
actual
when you
record.
go to expand to see the number of years, then,
Wow.
Go to an
then
actual
you
record.
Quindi
see
cerchi l'anno e lo trovi, capito?
the gap here from 1892. There's nothing between 1892 and 1944.
No.
So
That's maybe because they are still, no, it's not possible. They're not under privacy rules.
I think what it has to do with is the contracts with familysearch.org and
Siamo dal 1820,
ancestry.com.
ma Bellissimo.
No, ma
There are
c'è un
contracts.
buco enorme tra il 1892 e il 1944, quindi mancano
Vero.
50 anni suonati.
So these
So
records,
I think that Family
Hmm.
Search and Ancestry.com have exclusive rights to those years
They don't
by
publish
their
it.
contracts.
They
Ma
don't
forse
publish
perché di questo si occupano ancora gli uffici che sono nei
Ma
comuni,
non
non so.
dovrebbero esserci il 44 e il 45, sono molto recenti.
Certo, non ha senso. Certo,
No, it
questo è
has
il
no
periodo della
sense.
guerra. Boh, c'è qualcosa
Yeah.
di strano, effettivamente.
There is something wrong, yeah.
But we do have access, like I said, on Ancestry.com and Family Search to those records. So,
Okay.
except for that one little period, 1893 to 1899, death, mortis.
that. Can you just bring in, like, I don't care what year, just bring in
So-
one.
So that's one of the things is I would like them to crack open an 1893 death record book for me when I go to the office and see if they have it there in their office.
yeah, I did, when I was doing some investigating here last summer, when Mary Kay was looking for this stuff, I did some inspection, you know, against like Lentini and Sortini, those records. And they have all of those records in there. But then they have a layout of how the records should be. And the one place that I was looking in Family Search for them, that particular set of files was, they just overlooked it, you know, or they were just plain missing, you know, but I know where they should be on the films, but they're just not there.
I think they're maybe misfiled, Jim, like you said, because there's other Providence that has a similar name, or the other town, Canta something.
Yeah,
Records are underneath some of the Carlentini records, because I thought I had found it once, but then we went back and it was the wrong town, but it's labeled under the Carlentini records.
Right.
They got mixed records in a lot of.
Yes. So I
So
guess.
this is Lentini, and you can see they do have the death records from 1893 to 99.
yeah. But if you look on Family Search, you can see, because in the indexes, they show you what other things are on that film, that microfilm.
Mhm.
And so you look from Sorrentino, Lentini, the other small communities around there.
Mhm.
They all laid out the same way. It's just that Carlentini, for some reason or other, they just overlooked, you know, 1893 to 1899 somehow. And you know, whether they're on film someplace else, you know, somebody will have to discover those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it was just an oversight.
Yeah. So on these, you know, if you want to pop into one of these records, if you go back to Carlentini, and I'll even tell you where I'm working at even as we speak.
So would you like to be in the birth records then?
Yes, yeah. On
I think this is the town, this is the name of the town that Mary Kay was talking about, Canacatini Bani.
possibly.
Yeah, and I know because I've seen some of those records on the same film number as Carlentini.
Yeah. So if you go into 1823.
1823.
And page number, okay, so go scroll down just a little bit. Yeah, I got used to doing the pull downs. And then
How do you get to a page number?
up in,
See this icon right here, Dean? that looks like a book, an open book. When you click on that, it opens up this window that says Galleria.
Yeah, I use that, and I know that you get all the different pages, but if you get this, say on page 15, then how do you get to like, it's like, it'll show like 1 to 235 pages. You may be on one specific page. How do you get to another page?
You have
Well,
to
you
go
just
back
come,
to
you have to
gallery.
go back. Yeah, you have to go back to that. There is a,
Galleria?
yes.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
type
you
in
can't.
page.
For some
Yeah.
reason, they don't, it's not like Family Search where you can type an image number in.
That takes a lot. It's really time consuming that way.
Well,
Yeah.
don't bite the hand that's feeding you.
Yes. Okay, what page did you want, Jim?
Page 53. This is the current record that I'm looking at. And the records are actually on the right side of the page is where the record begins. The flip side of this page, if you go to the next one, to 54, that's the page, that's the second part of this record.
It's like family searching.
So the left side, this matches up with the number 45 on flipping the page back. And
each record has 2 pages.
yeah, and most the stuff that I am transcribing is not really on this second page.
That's where you get that's where you get the date of birth.
Well, you could get well, actually, Dean, on these, flip back to the page 1, and then go. So the record flows.
That's not the real date of birth. That's the date of registry.
Understood. I'm going to tell you where you find that. So if you scroll down here, you go down to our favorite Comparo or Comperso. That's the father's name.
Scomparso, yeah, passed away.
Yeah, that's his.
Disappeared.
That's his father's name, whatever that is.
Marino.
Yep.
So,
And then-
Eleonora, in this context, comparso means he appeared.
Scomparso in this context means that he died
Well, no, he's appearing.
or disappeared or passed away.
Well,
Passed
he's
away,
happened.
we don't know how.
He's no, actually on this is a birth record,
Ah,
and
è
so
comparso.
he's reporting the birth of his child.
Sorry, I read scomparso, but it's written è comparso, so means showed up. È
Sì, è come
comparso.
se quando scrivono l'atto, in effetti, che dice davanti a me è comparso il signor. Sì.
All right.
Sì.
So anyway,
So,
fa parte del...
was there, that person was there, è
yeah,
comparso.
and that's his father. Generally, that's his father. And then Diani, 27, is
27.
his age.
Mhm.
Di
That's his
professione,
age.
Villano.
And then is
di professione villico.
Or
what's
maybe
that?
Villano.
No,
Mi pare
it's Villico, Villico.
Sì, che significa uno che lavora in campagna, in effetti.
It's
Yeah,
somebody who works on the countryside.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, going down here, we've seen these records all over the place. And then the next point of interest is down here,
Che ha presentato un...
Yeah, it's a boy. Up above there, a little bit, 3 lines above. Where they write that in, that's a boy.
Maschio.
Ha presentato
Maschio.
un maschio, secondo che abbiamo...
What is that word after that? That second. What is that
Secondo
word?
che, according
Abbiamo
with,
ocularmente riconosciuto, ce l'hanno guardato e hanno riconosciuto e hanno dichiarato
according with,
ocularmente.
Okay.
A recorded death, we have seen the baby and recognized.
Ocularmente significa riconosciuto, cioè riconosciuto
Ocularmente,
vedendo.
yeah.
All
È
right.
dichiarato che lo stesso è nato da
So
Luciano, che
let's
c'è scritto?
see. So
È
following
scomparso.
down, you have the mother's name, which is what is it? Lucia
Luciano.
Catano.
Lucia Catalano.
Catalano.
I think it's Catano.
Non si vede più però.
Catano.
A-N-O. Yeah, if you zoom in a little bit more, sometimes it helps out.
Catalano.
And it's Lucia Catano. And then she was 19 years old.
29.
19.
19.
Two, well, you can start up above there with the 27. That's what twos look like.
Oh yeah, okay.
And that's what sevens look like. So twos and sevens can be confused. Ones can nines can be confused with about everything.
If you look at the date that's written down, I prefer to do that.
Okay, let's go down even farther because we haven't even gotten to the child's name yet. And down below here, this is where the child's record is. He was born on, what is that, the 13th?
22nd.
22nd.
20.
Yeah, 22. In
22nd of March.
22.
And then the current month, I don't know, what is that?
March.
Marzo.
What does that mean?
March.
March.
Oh, no. On the next line below there, anno.
The same year.
The word is annunziato.
Oh, that's
Non vedo più niente, come mai? Non lo vedo più il video che condivide Jim.
Forse hai la connessione
Annunziato
bassa.
means the one that we've already stated.
Vedo solo le foto.
All right. Yeah, because you can see there are other tags that they put in there too. And he was born at hour 19 of the day, which is 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm. In the house.
And then that's the house that he was born in, if they know what it is.
In the house di sera, in the evening, propria abitazione. His own property, his own house.
And so the last line there is, it's the, Bambino, and his name is Giuseppe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's his birth record is there. And so it has all of that information is all essentially on the left side there that we talked about, that I've been transcribing the names and the ages and the birth name. And the column 2 is the baptism record.
Mm-hmm.
And about most of, you can read through and translate all of that you want. It says what parish. It says what parish she was born in or baptized in. And if you scroll down and you get to a name here, about halfway down, 3/4 of the way down. And am I still with you? So you come across, so it's Giuseppe Marino. And then it gives the next one is the date of his baptism.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting.
And
Guys, now I have to go because here it's very late. And tomorrow I have to wake up very early. Okay. So I let you keep going. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And see you next week.
Ciao.
Okay.
Goodbye. Farewell.
Thank you.
Ciao a tutti. Ciao Silvana.
Ciao.
Ci vediamo la prossima settimana. Ciao cari.
Ciao, vi saluto pure io.
Ciao,
Ciao a tutti, alla prossima. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao Silvana.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao, ci sentiamo presto. Ciao.
So this is a typical record, you know, and the quality that you're going to see out there. They get worse from here. So
First are 1872, 1874, or 1871 too.
Anthony Marino, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here.
In answer to your question about the church records, no, there are no church records on Antenati
For Carlentini.
for Carlentini. There are no church records on Family Search either. And I'd like to meet with the priest while I'm there, but we'll see if that happens.
Eleonora answered my question privately, and she said that she's been trying for the last 2 years to get the priest to allow her or somebody to go in and look at those records.
Mm-hmm.
How about, and has anybody done any Italian parish church record searches?
I've done them for Sortino.
Oh, yeah. Is it similar to state civil records?
Somewhat, yeah, mostly they're online. The Sortino ones are online. They go back to 1587, I believe.
Antenati?
No,
No,
they're online in Family Search, yeah.
and they're church records. You can tell them real quick because they're in Latin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So instead of Giuseppe, you'll see Joseph.
Latin. Wow.
Latin. Well, that's the
Josephus.
church's. That's the
Sometimes
church's
it's
language, Latin. So.
That's why Google has Latin in translation too.
Yep, exactly.
So I've been helping PJ Asta with the church records in Gibellina, Sicily. And we had to hire a genealogist to go there and actually look at the church records.
Okay, thank you.
So Jim, anything else that you want to say about the Antenati at this point?
Not really. This is, you know, we stepped through the birth record here, and I've kind of looked at death records, and which are laid out a little bit differently, and the marriage records are, you know, but they're all in the same format that we've seen, you know, on the stuff that's after 1900. You know, where they're in the same. Excuse me?
What did you say, Dean?
There doesn't seem to be a lot of marriage Allegheny records in 1890.
Yeah, I actually went through one set of those last night in 1841. And the first one out there, it was a wealth of information that was even better quality images than what we're seeing here. And what I've seen, you know, for the original records that were out there. So.
Jim, have you found a way to download those records?
No, I'm not. I haven't tried yet. But,
I haven't. I tried doing the screenshot, and you can only try to enlarge it. It's really pixely then. And
yeah, that's why I'm really impressed with this is when they took the pictures of this, you can zoom in quite a ways. And even with the ink that is faded out in places, I am able to kind of, you know, I call it overt vision, you know, see shadows of the lettering that's there. Yeah, but you have, when you're looking at these records, the name is, the family name is in at least 3 places here. You have it here, the child's name on the baptism, and then you can go back to the index if you can't figure that out, you know. So you got at least 3 places to figure out what the family name is. And then with the mother, you know, half the time I'm looking at the mother's name and then finding the father. Fortunately, I've done all of these records before off of, you know, things that I copied down at the library. So that's why I'm kind of flying through these right now. It's going to slow down quite a bit when I run out of the stuff I've indexed. So, but it's their quality stuff. Like I said, I've only had just a handful of things that I haven't, you know, where things are just plain faded out so far. You can't, you know, discern what's going on with them.
So, in answer to Monica's question about download, or to Mary Kay's question and Monica's statement about downloading, the only way I have found is to try to get, you know, part of the record, like half of it, maybe something like that. You know, maximize your screen as much as possible. And then do a right click, save image as. Are you guys seeing that box? My save image as box?
Yes.
Yep.
So that's, I mean, I guess it's the same as take a screenshot, but when I click on this and then save the image, it's usually, you know, good enough, I guess. If for these, you almost got to zoom in, like take 3 images per page to really get a good view.
Now that these are online, do you think Family Search will post theirs? Because you can download theirs.
I don't know. I think their contract still is restricted, and I think it is because this website wants the traffic on their website, not on Family Search. So
it's my understanding what they did with previous records is that the Atenati gets it first. And then after a bit, then Family Search can get them. This is like the next step, or the step to getting them there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's something to look forward to then. I mean, I don't understand, because the previous version of Antenati, you were able to download images, and this version you can't, which they rolled out just before they put out the Carlentini records. They rolled out this new website, and it doesn't allow you to download images for some reason.
They say they're making improvements all the time, so hopefully it'll be in the improvements here sometime soon.
Is there a place that we can, on the website, have you found that we can like make suggestions?
Yeah, there actually is a place. If you go to the home, or at least there was, I don't know if there still is, but let me just
English. I'm wondering if it has
so
to do
see
with
where it says
copyright
questions. I wonder if that's where you can do it.
It may have to do with copyright, because I know certain items you're not supposed to be able to download and attach them on Ancestry because then they're public, and you're not supposed to be able to do that with some records. And so you kind of have to be careful about what you attach to people on Ancestry.
So see where it says richieste di certificati, which in English, okay, let me change it to English. Okay, request of certificates. This may be why you can't download the images, is that they want you to purchase a certificate. But we'll need to read up on this in the coming week, and then we can circle the wagons again and see what we find.
Does it tell the price to get a certificate?
Yeah, that was.
Oh, probably when you order it, they wait till the last minute.
So according to this, it says you have to contact the state archives, which would be Syracuse.
That's for certified copies, though.
Yeah,
I don't care if it's certified.
that's right. We just want a genealogical copy. I don't know. So join the project history, index of published names. So that's one, there's very few names that have been indexed, but you can join their indexing project if you want. They want to publish millions, blah, blah. You're more than welcome to help us.
I'm doing my own private index.
Yeah, that's right. I like yours better. Challenge research.
When are you going to put yours online and what are you going to charge, Jim?
It's online and a lot of people are already using it.
Oh, the newsroom staff is at your disposal to give you all the technical assistance you may need to open a free account. Oh, to be a voluntary indexer. Yeah. So,
Well, I'll have to take a look at that because I could probably generate a report that would actually populate a lot of stuff.
so it looks like they are just using the family search indexing process for indexing. Because when you click on that link, it takes you to search.
My favorite place to go.
Well, I hope someone who knows the actual area indexes them. I had one site from my Polish ancestors that the names aren't even close.
Yep. What am I thinking? Now, the other thing I've been doing here the last few months is I've actually been putting my family tree out on familysearch.org. And you know, I think Nick and I had talked about this before privately, and it was, you use the format that what is it called? The GENCOM?
GEDCOM.
GEDCOM.
Yeah, you use that format. And the only thing I have a complaint about on that is it takes my description and puts in GenCom file instead of the description I have in there that explains what's going on. But other than that, you know, it's a pretty, for me, it's not a simple process, but you can upload, and I've done as many as 400 at a shot to, you know, individuals to populate in there. And then, of course, you know, you got duplicates, and I generally try, when I'm doing it, I'm generally trying to keep the existing ones and putting my information along with those and attaching it back to my my tree surface on my PC software. So, you know, so I won't say actively, but I go out there occasionally and I will dump, you know, essentially 100 people or so out there onto their platform after doing all of the due diligence. And then getting, you know, some people who've have actually asked me who the heck I am and why am I changing their records? And it's like, I'm their first cousin 3 times removed, you know. So, so it's a lot of fun. You know, you meet other people out there that are doing the same stuff, and hopefully, you know, I try not to step on anybody's toes. I try to keep their records and then put in my information on top of their records to document them.
So I just put an email address for the Syracuse Archives office. And what would be interesting is if we all sent them an email saying, why can't you download images on the Antonati site? And see if we get an answer. Okay, well, it's 3:30 and I think I'm going to keep it to 90 minutes today. Mary Kay seems to still be with us. So this will give her the opportunity to download the complete meeting on the video.
Thank you, Mary Kay.
Yep, will do, guys. Have a good week, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Okay. Bye.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
Mary Kay.
Ciao
Bye-bye.
tutti.
Bye.
Bye-bye, thanks.